Mazda's best-selling crossover just got a stylish hybrid redesign. Larger and more luxurious, the 2026 CX-5 puts the competition on notice. Mazda has introduced the 2026 CX-5 ahead of its launch early next year. The crossover is larger than its predecessor and sports a modernized design. A 187 horsepower engine comes standard, while a hybrid powertrain will arrive in 2027. The Mazda CX-5 has been a stunning success as the crossover has generated over 4.5 million sales since its launch in 2012. That includes over 1.6 million units in the United States, where it's the brand's best-selling vehicle by a considerable margin. Despite its importance, the CX-5 has felt neglected over the past few years. This feeling has only been amplified by the launch of new models such as the CX-50, CX-70, and CX-90. Mazda is now addressing the issue with the third-generation CX-5, which features an evolved Kobo design. It's inspired by functional yet stylish clothing that has the right look and fit in a variety of situations. However, this is more evolution than revolution, as the 2026 CX-5 is instantly recognizable. Starting up front, there's an expressive fascia with a signature wing grille. It's flanked by angular headlights, which flow into the surround. They're joined by a sportier bumper with more pronounced air intakes. Moving down the sides, there's an edgier shoulder line as well as longer rear doors that help to improve entry and egress for second-row passengers. Elsewhere, there's stylized side skirts and more flamboyant bodywork. They're joined by slender taillights and a modernized liftgate that now features Mazda lettering instead of an emblem. We can also see a dual exhaust system, gloss black accents, and available 19-inch wheels. Besides sporting a more modern and upscale design, the 2026 CX-5 is significantly larger than its predecessor. Length climbs 4.5 inches, 114 millimeters, while the wheelbase grows 3 inches, 76 millimeters. Width is also up by over half an inch, 13 plus mm. The modern design extends to the cabin, which has been given a minimalist revamp. Mazda was surprisingly coy on specifics, but we can see a tiered dashboard that is dominated by an available 15.6-inch infotainment system with Google built in. The latter provides easy access to Google Maps and the Google Play Store. Unfortunately, Mazda has decided to embrace a strategic reduction of buttons. This results in a cleaner and more modern appearance, but most controls and settings are now accessed through the infotainment system. Mazda's best-selling crossover just got a stylish hybrid redesign. We'll learn more details closer to launch, but it appears the redesigned CX-5 has a digital instrument cluster that resides behind a new steering wheel with Mazda lettering. Officials also mentioned improved seats and an available panoramic sunroof. We can also expect a 7-color ambient lighting system that extends to the door panels. Thanks to the increased dimensions, rear seat passengers will find more leg, knee, and headroom. The cargo area has also grown 2 inches, 51 millimeters, in length as well as over an inch, 25 plus mm, in height. Mazda's best-selling crossover just got a stylish hybrid redesign. At launch, the redesigned CX-5 will have a 2.5-liter Skyactiv G4-cylinder engine that produces 187 horsepower, 139 kilowatts/190 PS, and 185 lb-ft, 251 Nm, of torque. That's the same output as the outgoing model, and the engine is still paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission and a standard all-wheel drive system. Despite some pretty obvious déjà vu, Mazda says the powertrain has been recalibrated for greater flexibility, with an emphasis on offering both sharper response and also a more relaxed, quiet demeanor, based on how the vehicle is driven. This leaves something to be desired, but an all-new hybrid powertrain will join the lineup in 2027. Mazda isn't saying much about it at this point, but confirmed the hybrid will use a new Skyactiv Z engine. This setup promises to deliver a higher level of performance and fuel efficiency. Mazda's best-selling crossover just got a stylish hybrid redesign. While there's a lot we don't know about the redesigned CX-5, the crossover will arrive in the United States early next year. It will presumably be more expensive than its predecessor, which begins at $28,770 before a $1,495 destination fee. If that pans out, the CX-5 and CX-50 could cannibalize sales from each other, as the latter model begins at $30,500 and features the same 2.5-liter engine.